So so Diana, I
Are you hearing me? Are
uh Diana,
Yeah.
you're kind of dark.
Michelle, give me some bleaching cream, but it not work.
I was wondering about that, because I said to myself, say, generally you look fair and nice and thing, but it look like some of us look at fair and nice as the right girl. So you're not looking at the right girl, this man, at all, at all, at all.
Well, let me tell you something. The bleaching things so expensive down there. You have to pinch a bleaching cream.
Oh, so that
Not too much.
it ain't go up the speed. Okay. The price went up, so you have to use less.
Yeah, and you have to wait until you go on dance or something.
Use no. Michelle, what's up?
See how
nothing.
This is not the mirror, okay? it's not the
Stop here, Michelle.
mirror. Morning, everybody. How do?
Good.
Good
How you
morning.
feel?
What a wicked week this man. These past 2 weeks have been actually very wicked to Jamaica.
Rough.
Rough. I mean, we've dealt with COVID for 2 years, and it coming like COVID just lick off. And the happenings in the past 2 weeks have just taken over COVID and make COVID look like a foolishness.
Man, may I tell you, you're quite right.
Yeah, I guess the frustration boiling. Everybody just, I guess, being home, coming out now.
Coming out now, everything boil up and then now them a release it.
Everywhere.
Why? I tell you, it's been a rough week. Look at all COVID. Any news on COVID? Why latest news on COVID, Diana?
Boy, some serious thing, it's 366 new COVID cases yesterday.
That was yesterday.
And Health has reported 366 new cases. The cases 94 in St. James, 82 Kingston and St. Andrew, and then give you a little breakdown. The fatalities them named 3. It says that the positivity rate at the round of testing was 37.9%. 37.9%. It's interesting because back in January, February, thereabout, the health department, not the health, the medical association, January 22nd, the doctors were split on the COVID strategy, and they had rejected as misguided the Prime Minister's strategy to halt runaway COVID cases. I think it is really.
You have to explain that in a layman term, because we don't understand that thing where there's in a while.
So this is going back into January 2022. The medical association, the Prime Minister made an announcement that he would open up more, and people could come without doing things, and everybody can go about their business, relatively speaking. And the Medical Association of Jamaica came out and said the timing was not right. No, it's not the time for it. Further beyond that, last month when the man was visiting from Rwanda, the Prime Minister then made a declaration that we never need no more mask in public, in enclosed spaces, don't need no mask. And again, people came out and said, no, that was not the right strategy. But
it wasn't just outside, it was inside also. It's internal, inside. Okay.
Inside, within public spaces.
So can we speculate now on this 336 with a 35 or 36% rate? Can we speculate?
I don't know that we need to speculate. The evidence is there. Positivity rate is 37.9%.
Oh no, man, we can speculate as to why it is at 37.9.
Remember also, they removed the requirement to get testing for you to go into Jamaica.
Right. For people to enter Jamaica, you don't have to do it.
Let's hope that, when I'm ready in another you know, they won't change it back.
It's kind of harsh to be doing, figuring out where to get testing, remembering to go get testing. But for us, it's a good thing. But for Jamaica, I don't think so much because of how their system is. So.
Well, here are the speculations I'm thinking, right? The speculation that I'm talking about is like we open up to that no mask in school. Remember now.
No mask not required in a no public.
Anyway, okay. So remember now that a few. What am I saying? Jesus, me lose my train of thought. Jesus.
So let me tell you what you say. What you say is that the take up rate of vaccination within the society less than 30%.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yes.
We have less than 30% of vaccinations, right? How you know that me no say? Me not understand.
That you need to say because you not all need to apologize to me.
But please don't get to no apology yet. But me don't make me speak.
I need to apologize.
Yeah, okay. So we have less than 30% vaccination rate, and we let the dogs loose, right? We let the dogs, right? And even the children in school. I remember now, some of the teachers them were in a school about 50 kids, 55 kids in a one classroom.
Yeah, and
with that, listen, you ever play roll your boat? You ever play right next to the boy, right now? And then, and when teacher.
Yeah, but what you though?
Oh my God! So what happens is that we let the dogs loose. It increases the uptick, and then what happens now? We know African Court apologized to Diana for her allusion last week about teachers of the reason why the 9 teachers died.
We don't know that.
Yeah, no, I'm apologizing because it looks so. And as long as it looks so, yes. Me, I am with Diana this week. I am with Diana this week.
Yeah, but the thing is that
I apologize to you, Diana.
Thank you very much, Michelle. If it look like a dog,
walk like a dog.
I don't know. Remember that Jamaica had adequate time enough to take up these vaccines, and people were still hesitant. So what to do?
That's my point. We cannot let the dogs loose. We cannot let the dogs loose. Because when you let the dogs loose, anything will come, you have to take it. And right now, you can't take it back. You can't take it back. You can't even make an announcement to say, oh, it might be the teachers are had some comorbidities and they got what you call it again, COVID, and it make it bad, and you can't even say that. It could be.
Well, until we know, because if the teachers were in fact had COVID, wouldn't the class have more infection, like children would not?
How do you know that they don't?
We don't know really, but
testing the kids.
I would not put that.
I apologize to you, Diana. I apologize to you.
Yeah, apologize.
Apologize. Listen here, listen. All right, listen to this next new item.
All right.
The next news item from the Ministry of Education, and it says Education Minister Favour Williams is reporting that there has been an increase in confirmed and suspected cases of COVID-19 in schools.
Suspected cases. Hold on. As we do at church. Hold on. As we do at church, right? As I said, when you say suspected cases, I'm supposed to say suspected cases in some church, right?
Yes.
Keep going.
In the 1st of May, there was a total of 108 suspects.
108!
With among teachers and students, with 30 being positive.
30 being positive!
30 out of 108 is over 33%.
Oh, we can't answer that.
108. What is it?
It's too long.
If you have 108 suspected and 30 positive, what is it?
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really.
It's bad though, but the thing is that you can't really blame the government. Jamaica had to move forward. The citizens had a responsibility for themselves. Take the vaccine.
I don't agree with that.
Mask.
I don't agree with that at all.
What else to do? What else to do? He could not have locked down the country for much.
No, we're not asking to lock down, but you shouldn't. We're saying that mask is an important thing to transition us into the next phase.
Yeah, but be responsible for yourself. You should.
No. The people of Jamaica depend on the government to tell them what to do. So stop that. If in every other case,
when the leadership of the country come out and say, we are having a big function indoors tomorrow, and as of tomorrow, no mask required in public space. You see, when you go to church and school the next day, everybody mask throw away.
But I understand what she's saying. The people will respond to the government's request. They are going to do that.
No, but
so
that is not
what to
the
do,
people. The
though?
people have
We
not
can't
been
put the
responsible. They have been misguided, perhaps. And the action was far too quick. Bearing in mind
after 2.5 years.
Yeah, but in the US, you have a vaccination rate of almost 80%. We have 30.
I think the government should say, stop using bleaching powder and bleaching cream. They should say that, and you see what happened. Or use it, and you see what happened.
Dark.
It's a bleaching cream ban in Jamaica, and they still use it. They don't listen to the government. They're healthy, good.
It's bleaching cream ban. I don't think bleaching cream is bad.
Yeah, man, they usually have rates. They're not supposed to have it.
No, man. Bleaching cream is bad. You can't.
Bleaching cream ban.
Nitrogen peroxide.
You can't do anything. Yeah. You can make your own bleaching cream. You can make your own bleaching cream. I don't think they have any special.
They can make their own, but
of course it's not banned.
But the government telling us enough to have it, right?
When the government tell you so we're not to use
then
it.
you're supposed to they always have rates.
Government can't tell you that.
Always have
they can't tell you not to use Ambi. Ambi is a regular things in the store and not bleaching. They can't tell you not to use it. It's a pharmaceutical.
It's brightening.
Yeah, brighten your skin, of course.
Well, Leo, nothing, no, I don't know.
I know, I use it. You see, I'm clear. Look for me, compare me and Diane. I see who clear.
So comments coming in before people get upset. VM says, good morning, you all, blessings. Jesse said, good morning, beautiful people. Happy Sabbath. Maria said, happy Sabbath from the UK. Shakira said, say good morning from Costa Rica. Paulette said, good morning, all. Peter Gay said, good morning. Paulette Chambers said, Leo, calm down. Leo, how many cups of coffee did you drink?
Oh, I'm still having the second one. Yeah. Still having the second one.
Why you not drink coffee?
And Diana jealous. Listen, so when I came on this morning with my coffee, she want to get up 1 minute before 10. She want to get up and make coffee to feisty.
I was going to have hot chocolate, not coffee.
Yeah, I figure you don't eat. Philip is up. Philip is up. He said, good morning, all. Good morning, Philip.
We have a lot of people on YouTube.
Philip is up. He said, good morning.
A lot of comments on YouTube.
Okay, that's a thing. I'm going to read them.
Beverly said, good morning, lovely people, starting COVID-19 stats. Not surprised at all. Beverly says, yes, DDS, they need to apologize to you because they were Preach, Dada, preach. Masks are needed. Leaders set the tone. It seems Jamaicans are not responsible enough to make the healthy choices. And then Daniel, hey, good morning, Daniel. Beloved Daniel, let's see. She come from St. Mary. Daniel says, good morning, everyone. Enjoy the convo always. And thank you so much, Daniel.
Well, who not learn will feel. Dorit said, good morning, gentle people. Checking in from Mount Vernon, New York. Lawton said, good morning. Demi, I think it's the first I'm hearing this name. Good morning for Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Good morning, VM. Where's my VM? Me know you're not from VM this morning. What's up?
Yeah, my first one was say good morning.
Okay.
First one. Okay, you know you have a strong supporter. That's
Paulette, you must say you must calm down, Leo. Calm down yourself.
Listen, how can you calm? Okay, what you can ask the son. You can ask the son not to come up in the morning. What kind of thing that? You can ask the son not to come up in the morning. I am me. Lord, me make enough noise.
Let him be him.
Yeah, me make enough noise.
Don't change for no one. Don't let nobody dim your light, Leo. Nobody. Carl, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Lorna said, good morning, ladies and Leo. Checking in from the farm in North Carolina.
The farm.
Yeah, she always mentioned her farm.
What's her last name? What's her last name again? It's Lorna. Lorna. Okay, yeah. I saw her on Facebook. Yes.
Yeah, she said we must not blame the victims. Enough masks should have been provided for everyone. All students and teachers should wear masks. Paulette is laughing at us.
I mean, she laugh at it. I'm tell her, I said, the sun not come up tomorrow.
What can we do? Everybody's here around the world. COVID is still out of walk. You see, is it South Korea? You see, they have to lock down now.
I didn't know that South Korea locked down. No, wow.
Yeah, man. And they're telling the people to drink tea and gargle with salt.
Really?
I never know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Where you get them a kind of story from? Please read the story them. Please read it.
International news.
I
know.
No, I don't know about that.
China lockdown again. You never know China lockdown.
Please carry them news story up on the show. Please carry them news story up on the show so we can chat about it. Jesus. She have the news.
So they never say we're locked down with COVID, and that's why people are going. That's why me kind of like.
Don't bet with me. Don't bet with me.
So Michelle,
upset,
hold on. I have a question. So Michelle, you are telling me that the rest of the world is shutting down because of COVID, and we in Jamaica have opened it and said no to mask?
Yeah, and a lot of them are revisiting. Like even some states here a few weeks ago have been requiring.
I think that Jamaica, being so close to Florida, is where Jamaica is.
Everything rub off.
Yeah, rub off. Yeah. I think so.
The other day I heard on our news in Florida, we have a pill that you have COVID. As once you suspect COVID, they have. I'm not sure if you heard it, Leo. They have the treatment for it now. You take a pill, like you take a pill at home. They're advanced here, so you don't have to go in. Even one of my clients just sent me out a hearing. He just said he was positive, and they sent him home with his medication for treatment. They're not keeping people. So we are more advanced with COVID. So you can't follow Florida.
So I think Beverly just confirmed your thoughts about North Korea, but not South Korea. She said North Korea.
Yeah, South Korea lockdown too, both.
And then China and parts of China. That's great. Thank you so much, Beverly.
Yeah, and somewhere else in the world, like they're shutting down their borders. I forgot which country.
So back to the apology. I want to apologize to my friend Diana. Because I went on Facebook and I announced my apology actually on Facebook. You read it, right, Diana? Yes, I
apologize to Facebook.
Me never say Diana. Me apologize to me just say how it go, right? Jamaican man don't apologize. But
apologizing
by saying the thing that you're supposed to say, the way they're supposed to say it, it sound like me I say the same thing as Diana. Then me apologize. Huh?
Okay, I hear you. Clive Robinson said, Leo in full form this morning. Hi, Diana. Keep him calm.
I just want to recognize Clive. Well, not even Clive, but his wife Audrey. She had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday! Audrey. Happy birthday! Hey, listen! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you, dear Audrey! Happy birthday! Hey, we celebrate people's anniversaries, birthdays, graduation, anything important in your life. Even when your baby born, we celebrate.
Nobody here now have no baby.
I'm not so sure about that.
You know what's to my bank belly? Good morning, everyone. Checking in from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Ooh. Carol said that's true. South Korea are not done from last week. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lorna said, is my little backyard vegetable farm I'm talking about. That's
okay. Hey, tell us what you plant in the backyard now. More know if you do pepper or is flowers. Hey, what are they?
But if she says farm is not flowers, Leo, she
So
says
you can't farm flowers.
no. You
You can't farm flowers. People eat roses, you know.
people grow roses, they no plant roses, they no have farm. If you say a roses farm, what that? Me want to know what ripe and ready for reap around our backyard. That's what me want to know.
You know, in you know, because I had to go down low this morning and apologize to Diana. I want to be able to share a couple of pictures. Can we share a couple of pictures to put myself back on?
What pictures?
Lord have mercy.
Hopefully it's
I
not
was
the mango picture.
I don't want to be sued. I don't want to be sued.
You can't have Dr. Diana looking like that in the street. That is a privacy.
Oh, right.
You're supposed to pick up Dr. Diana eating it with a knife and fork.
Exactly.
Like, eating it with a knife and fork.
Why?
Lawyer them. That's representing me.
So COVID need to, you know, there's. I want us to know that COVID has had an impact on our lives, and on a serious note, it is what is causing inflation. It is what is causing prices of food items and everything. I'm telling you, I'm drawing the analogy with the 1918 Spanish flu that sent our America's economy down in 1929. I really believe that that's what's going on.
Yeah, it could be the cause of the Russia-Ukraine conflict too.
Yeah, but that I don't think that has had the impact that when.
Like COVID with the craziness coming, where they just come up with this war.
Let me tell you this. I went to McDonald's and I look at the price of I didn't buy. I look at the price of a package of burger, quarter pounder burger with fries and
God, it's crazy.
and something there, and it costs $10, right?
It is.
I went to another store down the street, 5 Guys and burger me or burger something like that. And do you believe that the same burger is $21 with juice and fries? The fries alone is $5.50.
But it's a different burger.
That one always expensive.
What the hell are you talking about? Why would I go to buy a burger meal for $21 when I could go to
It's not the same quality.
when I could which quality? A burger, a meat.
No, you're confusing them.
Huh?
McDonald's is in a class by itself. Five burger, no comparison.
Anyway, even so, why would I buy a burger meal for $21 if I can go to what a nice restaurant named Cheesecake Factory and buy a meal with drinks and serving and spoon and knife and fork and everything and sit down with $24. Why would I do that? That is absolutely correct.
I don't know.
That has nothing to do with the conflict. That is
What you do past reference? I just said
exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about it. And the $21 thing now has nothing to do with Ukraine. Okay, so I'm saying, all right.
Different direction.
Okay, all right. That's where we started. I took you right there. Burger. Yeah, burger.
Oh my God.
I was really thinking of talk about the cost of price going
No, you brought up a thing about it's the Ukraine, and I'm proving to you that it's not no Ukraine, nothing.
No, but maybe that's why the guy go crazy and go start a war. COVID have people going crazy.
Well, I want to say that there perhaps is a relationship between the war and the price of the burger. It depends on where you get your beef and whether it's
McDonald's burger no go.
organic, grass-fed, or grain-fed, farm-raised, or in natural habitat. So the cost of your burger meat is going to be different.
I can't bother with them, man. I can't bother with them because McDonald's burger never raise up.
No, they're not. You ever put it down and make it stay for 2 weeks?
And they shut down their stores in Russia.
Yeah, all of them.
And they still not raise. All right?
What is a whole store them have, Leo?
180 stores are Russia.
I think with McDonald's, most of them use local farmers.
Yeah.
Local farmers. So,
Wanna make me a
like
keep
I
cool.
said, thank you guys. We check in each Saturday. Okay, first time commenting. Philip said, lost to celebrate my new grandson, a grandson's birthday yesterday.
Oh yes, I saw him on Facebook. I saw him on
Yes,
Facebook, Philip. I saw him on Facebook. No, congratulations. What kind of song you sing in that kind of case?
Happy grandson.
Happy grandson, happy grandson, happy grandson to you, dear Philip. Happy grandson.
Oh my God.
I don't fool you, man.
He
Jesus.
just said, you know, the incompetent politicians are causing the inflation. Stop making excuses for incompetence, especially the ones here in America. He never did you?
No, sir. No. I understand.
Stop put word in our mouth, Peter Gay. Well, lay him out.
Right. You know, I take bad things make laugh, but that's what
That's
we
true.
take. We really take bad things make laugh. The cost of living is really, really out of whack.
Oh my God.
Gas and transportation is really horrible. After half of the month, I have spent all my money that I have for gas, and you just fall apart after that.
You're rough, man. Like, you cannot shop anymore. Like, groceries so ridiculous. Like, I have not even quarter cart full of food, and it's like 200 something. And then I like stuff out of the ordinary I'm buying. It's like the regular stuff what I always buy.
True. Because
So how I survive?
in the past 2 weeks, I went to the gas station and I said, I am not spending $100 on gas. I put $50 in there. Half a time.
There you go.
I said, I'm not driving going away, so I'm not putting $100 in there. I am putting $50 in there. So $100, $110 will fill up my tank. Me not, no, scratch.
It is life. What to do? What we can while we can.
But wasn't there a proposal in Jamaica to help ease the gas prices?
Well, the Prime Minister said no to that.
Take out the taxes.
Not taking off the tax that it was put on there. And if they take off the tax, he says that it is going to impact the budget and his plans and the government plans and projections. And so, sup it up for we now take off it.
Okay.
I will.
It's one of the ways in which the government make money, taxes, right? The only way that the government make money is through taxes. So, and I'm sure that they've planned their
And
budget based on the revenue.
It says no rollback. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has spurned the opposition's latest call for a rollback of the gas tax amid what is dubbed a worsening cost of living crisis, noting that this would affect revenue targets. The government considered very carefully all the implications around the increase in prices of fuel, and we considered the impact on households, transportation, and electricity. The government also has to consider the fiscal stability of the country, all the demands that are being made on our budget, and certainly we have had for 2 years of responding to COVID-19, which basically redirected significant resources, he said on Friday, following the handover of 2 houses built under the government something and lot.
Well, I agree with the Prime Minister on that. No doubt. The country run on budget, and we agreed on the taxes before, and we are in a crisis right now. It don't make sense that taxes are going to be rolled back. I'm not into that.
Well,
if you said no new taxes, read my lips, no new taxes, then that's a different thing. But
But the thing is that with the rollback of the taxes, don't they have another cushion where they were getting a tax in the event of the same scenario? I could be wrong. Where they had this budget that was
they had that insurance and they had removed it.
Yeah, but they have all that money
when
that
the
they
gas
could.
price, yes, when the gas price rise to a particular amount, that they would have that subsidy to put
yeah,
on.
it would not have any distinct impact on the price of gas if they take away the tax. Trust me, you won't see that. You will not see it.
It's joke you're making. When I roll up to the gas tank, to the gas station, and it said $269 per liter, and out of every liter there is more than $14 that can take off. 269 minus 14.
Yeah, but the tax is there though.
Per liter.
The tax is there though. The tax is there, and I don't know that's That they depend on that to run the country. Now, if you tell me that no new taxes, then that is fine. But I'm roll back taxes unless you have excess dollars in the
But they do.
coffers.
That's what they said. They had.
No, they don't. They did not say that.
No, they had a fund. What was that fund, Dr. Diana? You know that they brought it up like a few weeks ago.
It was about enough money to make the road, but not.
No, not that one. No, from the same oil thing, whatever agreement they had this.
Well, remember, say them follow with Venezuela and Petrocaribbean and all of them, then so all of that money then.
Yeah, man.
They said they forgive us, not forgive. They said they understood what they did. They didn't appreciate it, but they are willing to work with Jamaica again, Venezuela.
Well, I would have tell them the same thing. That means I mean that do it.
They say it's business. I guess basically business. Like, we understand you did the wrong to us, but we are willing to just work with you guys. So hopefully they work on something.
Yeah, I mean, no new taxes is a better place to go than to roll back taxes.
They already said no new taxes, but then they might hit people other places. So let's see. But I think it would be a good move, even for a time, to ease some of the burdens on people. Like, you have to try to find ways to work around the budget and to try to do things. That's what they need to do. Not say, all right, we already set this in place, so this is what we're doing. You can work around. That is what other governments are doing.
I don't know about how that goes, but generally, what governments do is have some kind of stimulus package that will allow people some dollars and so forth. But as far as I'm not into.
So what? Okay, so what you suggest I to give more people?
You don't know what enough about Jamaica. Because no say reducing taxes is not a place to go.
A reduction, and that's a no.
Yeah, from an accounting standpoint, you don't do that. Because you plan it already. You plan to do this, and it's gonna affect the entire thing. So
But they have rolled back taxes several times before in the past, right?
And in a case like this, where the government in crisis, where inflation is increasing and things are getting out of hand, you see people are asking for more pay and more. You can't say, oh, roll back taxes. They just don't make no sense. You have to be able to, play with the numbers and see where it is that you can allow the normal man to get things going.
Okay.
But I know that I watched a thing this week, right? It was yesterday I watched the president of the JTA. I was so proud of him. Winston.
Who said we exhaust this topic yet?
Yeah, so you reach all the way around this. I mean, I understand you know, just jump off the place.
Like, I'm done, so you're all done. That's what then I have something to say. You could have touched already.
Yes, and I've been waiting for my opportunity. Thank you again, Attorney Michelle, for rescuing me. Thank you for giving me a voice for the underserved and underrepresented Jamaican people in this country.
In Jamaica, so tell us more.
All of the people in Jamaica. Let me tell you something.
It's 2 against 1, It's 2 against 1. All right. So we don't know we're not talking about underrepresented. Okay.
Underrepresented Jamaican.
She not Jamaica.
2 beautiful versus 1 ugly.
Underrepresented teacher and population in this place. Let me talk my mind. What I was going to say, what you talk about? No, we're talking about COVID still and cost of living. But I find it almost, beyond logic. There is going to be a Labor Day concert at Mandela Park. In the midst of COVID and in the midst of talking about the rising cases, the ministry announces that the annual concert was not held 2020 or 21, but there will be an annual Labor Day concert on Monday, May 21st in Mandela Park. Now tell me, what is my takeaway from that? I am confused.
Well, you're confused more when I hear say Reggae Sunfest is moving ahead.
I'm confused more. Are you serious? Okay, fine. Suppose things must go on.
Listen. There are 2 arguments to that. We were in a pandemic and the government released all masks, right? So the people then go and respond to the release of masks, right? So them get relief. So if there's a relief in public spaces and they are just tightening up now on the internal thing, there shouldn't be a problem in having a party on the outside. I don't see any problem with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the crowd of people were come chaka up in a Mandela Park, chuck up in against each other.
Yeah.
But
So what will
that's the
happen?
option, right?
Who not hear we feel? As a mother said,
Exactly.
who not hear we feel? So if them a go to the party and my mother also say, who not here? No, who not V Nova? My mother say, who not V Nova? Right?
Una,
Who not V Nova?
Leo, we understand that.
Translation. It's a Saint Mary thing. Translation.
Una fina fa.
Let me hear it. Let me tell you something. If you can't hear, you will feel.
Translated.
Una V Nova. Or if you don't put anything to this thing here, you not get nothing. If you don't put flour, you not get no dumpling. That kind of thing.
Okay.
Una
But
fina.
Una V Nova.
people have a choice. They don't have to go. And if you go, wear your mask, get your vaccine, or you stay home. You don't have to go. Hopefully they broadcast it live. But
I'm interested to find out if anybody knows about Una V Nova.
Leo, nobody does hear about
Maybe the lady from
Una
St.
fa.
Mary.
My mother is from St. Catherine, so it can't be St. Mary. All right.
Oh, she got from St. Catherine? Why she settle at St. Mary?
Beverly said, foul can't hear, she will feel pain. Una, okay, Daniel, I'm very disappointed in you, Daniel. Okay, she says she don't know that no one there in St. Mary.
Well, St. Catherine she come from, so anyway, St. Catherine. Okay, more comments coming in. Okay, Peter is laughing at us. Patricia said, happy Sabbath, everyone. Love the hairstyle, Michelle. Greetings, Dr. Dan and Leo, too. Thank you. VM said, too much coffee, Leo. Lorna said, have flowers, but the backyard farm consists of cabbage, onions, scallions, okra, hot pepper, bell pepper, garlic, thyme, melon, pumpkin.
A carnation market she around there.
Market. She's supposed to sell, man. Lettuce, beans, eggplant, snap peas, string bean, carrot, mint, and a few other vegetables. Some is just 5 plants. My God.
a whole carnation market she have, Jesus.
My God. Paulette said, my mom would say, if you don't hear, you will feel. Philip said, everyone is now responsible for their behavior towards COVID. The consequences are there. Exactly, they know. I know it's over 3,000 people that have died from COVID in Jamaica. I didn't know that the number was that much.
I know. Oh, hold on there. You didn't say pain, you said palm? She said, I'm going to read it right. She said, oh, can I hear, she will feel palm. You know, hear on it.
Okay, Patricia said, my grandmother used to use that phrase all the time. Leo,
Hey.
so old.
I know.
He brings a level of maturity and
oldity.
Yeah, but I say a granny grow you, but me not say a granny grow you.
Some granny didn't grow me.
But I granny usually older, like, you know, with their maturity.
Mm-hmm. Granny wise sayings, and they have such wisdom and understanding of life. Things that we don't get with grand people no more.
Can we go to the JTC bill now? Let's go to that. Bad.
Adrian, I meant about Adrian. Okay,
what is all right? So I'll read the article. It says JTA, which means Jamaica Teachers Association, worried many teachers could lose jobs under JTC bill. And the JTC is the Jamaica Teaching Council bill. Okay. So it says the JTA is concerned the teaching profession could be gutted and with losing their jobs when the JTC bill comes into force. The JTA noted that the bill definition of a teacher includes a requirement that persons have a bachelor's degree or equivalent qualification. If we put the bill into law today, it would in effect wipe out all the teachers who currently have a diploma. It will wipe out the specialist 1, the specialist 2 teachers before being interrupted by, this is what the JTA president was saying before he was interrupted by the education minister who chaired the meeting. Mrs. Williams took issue with the JTA president's statement, telling Mr. Smith he was sent, quote, sending the wrong message to Jamaicans, end of quote, by his characterization of the bill. However, Mr. Smith held his ground. The JTA pointed to educators at institutions such as Edna Manley, who are experts in their professions, but not necessarily trained teachers, saying that they would be affected. It also noted that most early childhood teachers do not have a diploma or first degree. The JTA attorney said school administrators would also have a hard time making a case to keep teachers employed if they fall outside the definition of a teacher.
That floored me yesterday, that why the minister would have a problem with what the JTA was saying. I didn't understand what the grounds on which she was. And so maybe you can help me to understand where the minister was going with her point in saying it's mischaracterized. I didn't understand that.
Well, I guess because I don't think people gonna read the bill, I understand it, so they're covering it up. But that's just my opinion. Keep going.
No. I think Diana had a smirk on her face while she read that part, and I wanted to know what is it that she. I joke me, I make Diana Jesus, but just go ahead and tell me, what do you think that meant when she said it's mischaracterizing what the bill is about? Because it clearly said, listen, the bill clearly said that a teacher is somebody who has a bachelor degree, which means if the bill goes into effect today, anybody who don't have a bachelor degree will not be a teacher, could not teach, right? And so I wanted to know where was she coming from, because there's nothing in the bill that says, okay, we are going to grandfather in the people and they're going to get 6 years, 5 years to bring themselves up to this before they're being kicked out. There's nothing there. It clearly states that you're a teacher only if you have a bachelor degree. So tell me, where did he go wrong? Why the minister would take issue with what he said?
I think I might have to fail that class because I can't find the answer.
Yeah, but you can't tell what you think.
I can't find the answer. I see nothing that he has said that was misrepresenting the bill as it was being presented. It was quite clear. It says that in order for you to be categorized as a teacher, you have to have a first degree in education and a bachelor's degree, or you have to have a first degree in something, but have a diploma in education, which is a postgraduate award.
Yes.
Everybody else who falls outside of that would therefore not be classified as an educator. No, I don't know what we have misinterpreted or what we have not read carefully, but I agree with the JTA president, that anybody outside of that, by virtue of the bill as it was being presented, would not be a teacher.
Yeah, I'm not a teacher, but this much I know. Only thing I could see when I read it was that unless she or her people did not really read that bill or were actively involved in the creation of that bill, that's why they were trying
No. That bill has been there.
Let me finish my
Okay,
thought.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Because no way you could have read the plain document itself and have an objection to what
was a fact. Yeah.
He was reading the language of the document.
Right.
He didn't misinterpret. He didn't add meaning to it. He didn't add any words to it. He was just reading the document. Exactly what he said. So if you are involved in the process and aware of the document and the language, you will not object. What she could have said is, you know what, maybe we need to revisit it and clarify, make clarifications, changing the wording or whatever. That would be what she should have done or said. But he never said anything wrong. So I guess they just, don't want people to really read that bill, because I guess a lot of people are just upset now because they're looking at it as if the guy's fighting back. But he was correct in everything he said. Nothing was misleading in my
I like what you just said, and I appreciate that so much. There is another part where Dr. Garth Anderson was making a speech on that floor, on that particular thing, where he said that the bill is about punitive damages for teachers rather than professional development. That it's focusing mostly on charging the teachers for wrongdoing rather than providing professional development that will cause advancement in the education sector. Rather than focusing on if you don't have a license, we are going to send you to prison or charge you $500,000. Why not provide a part of the bill that says you must be taking how much units of professional development to retain your license every year? These are real facts. How could you put a bill together and you're asking for licensing and you're asking people to go to you're asking for people to go to prison, but you have nothing in there for refreshing their education every year? You know, make sense?
Well, I think that is room for the Jamaica Teachers Association to put that in place. The attorneys and the medical practitioners have to do that as well, and they have to put that in place for themselves. So there is an opportunity for the JTA to address that issue themselves. They don't need that bill, accepting that the bill should perhaps provide for once these persons undertake these professional development, then they're not subjected to whatever punitive actions.
Right. Well,
for them own development.
Yeah, and what I think too, when I see all these revision, I don't think that they should do it going forward. I mean, for those currently in there, that people in the profession for 30, 20, like near retirement, I don't think they should fall under these new requirements. You understand? Like they will be removed.
Grandfather.
But those newer teachers going into the profession are just newly minted into the profession. Like get them to meet these compliant or these regulation requirements. But I don't think they should force these people already going through the door to get all these things done.
But the bill coming like the way the bill right is like the teaching profession just coming into being. Nobody was a teacher before, and this is the new law that's going to take effect. And all we're going to institute the new we're going to institute teaching as a profession, and that's what it's assuming. It's like the president never look on the fact that teachers have been teaching at the basic school level, at the basic school level, at the infant school level, at the primary school. It's like they never who care about them. Oh God, let's throw those out. I don't care about those. We only care about the people them with bachelor degree.
Yeah, but that's the issue. I guess that's why everybody frustrated, because they're making all these decisions about all these different departments, these different like areas, teaching, medical, whatever, instead of having these people who are actually in the profession coming and sitting with them and having a discussion on how to fix it. It's like you're sitting outside making these decisions and not thinking about the impact. Because if I was teaching for 36 years, no way I'm going to want to meet all these new requirements. What am I going to do? I'm going to leave, right? And then you're going to have this big exodus of teachers. So what's going to happen? It's making worse stuff.
In Jamaica, I don't think we can teach for 36 years, actually. We can only teach for 30.
No, my mom taught for 40 years. So,
people can teach for long. Then start early, Leo.
But isn't the requirement for retirement 33 and a third year? 33 and a third? No, 33 and a third.
No, man, she started young. They look at their age. Like if you ask, like they made her retire at 60. I think she wouldn't have retired.
They probably extended her, but the requirement for retirement is 33 and a third year. I'm not asking that anymore.
But they tell you when my mother retired at 40 years.
If you were in the system before, Leo, there were things that they would have permitted and given them the option. Yeah. And you have to bear in mind too that there are some teachers who would get an extension because then I have nobody else to replace them.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They'll extend you.
I want for the benefit of people. We've spoken about a minimum fine for people when they breach the teachers, but I want to point out that there's a stipulation. There's a minimum fine of 500,000 plus serve a stipulated 6-month sentence in prison. For violation of this bill. These are
the comments. Oh my, we get out of hand. Mark Scott said, good morning, peace. Mark Scott said, hi, Miss Lady Diana. Me know why you think I'm leaving you out, but big up my shining Michelle. Diana is here. She said, good morning, ladies. Leo, really hot here today and a long weekend already as a parent for the barbecue and my dad cooking. Heard it's a long weekend in Jamaica also. It is so hot and bikini weather, wondering when
Bikini.
my dad
What's about bikini? What's about bikini?
wear bikini. The young lady go put some clothes on. Paula said, I agree with Philip. Everyone is responsible for their behavior regarding COVID. Wear your mask if you're in crowds, indoors, and lots of people. Just because they remove the mandate doesn't mean you remove the mask. Philip said they need to tweak the language to include all teachers. Jesse said, so true, Leo. Diana's an interesting topic, learning a lot. Lorna said, I am shocked. I thought the teachers with certification and diploma reach retirement age. No, Michael and Church started a degree course a long time ago. I know a lot of people who were taught by pre-trained teachers turned out to be great professionals now. Philip said they should give them the opportunity to upgrade their qualification by doing the requirement, or they could grandfather them into the new requirement and make it compulsory for new ones coming in on board.
Are you playing a drum while you read? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's okay. Keep the hands free. God said that bill would disqualify many great educators, even good principals who have served our country well. Dan also said, Leo, many teachers were asked to stay on. Okay, I guess my mom maybe was asked to stay on, but
exactly. All right, so we have some people on YouTube. We don't know why the people them now read the YouTube comments. Them, why is it that me I read YouTube comments? I can't even read. I mean, everybody knows I can't read, right? And all right, so Beverly says that's true, Leo. Yeah. If the focus was on professional development, they would give the teachers time to bring them up to speed. And then Daniel says, Jamaica has a history of throwing out the baby with the bathwater. True that too. They want to change so drastically when they had poor foundation under qualified teachers. Now they want to disregard them. True. Look, both Beverly and Daniel.
I don't think they're doing it the wrong way. I don't think they should, I don't know what they're doing. But let's see how it works out for everyone.
There are a whole lot of different examples in how we just cut off our nose with scissors when we are producing. I tell you this. I wasn't so sure if they wanted if the bill is asking. If the bill is asking for basic school teachers who never went to college, they never went to teachers college, are they asking them for bachelor degrees and licenses also? I mean, because okay,
Let me answer that question before you.
Yeah, please. All right, go ahead and answer.
Anybody who's practicing in the profession of education, anybody who is teaching, anybody who is instructing somebody, whether children or adults, must be qualified as a teacher. Anybody. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, but so what happened today? All right. So when we listen, this week was the early childhood development PDI, right? The professional development, and we had over 12,000 on Wednesday. We had over 12,000 practitioners sign on. Yes. And I am positive, I am 100% positive that at least 10,000 of those persons did not go to college and they did not go to.
Well, I can probably fix that data for you because you say you had over 12,000. So you had 12,000.
Registered up to Wednesday, yes.
Up to 10,000 don't have no qualification. But let me correct that for you and say it this way. 500 of them have qualification.
That's what I'm going to say.
Only 500? Oh God. And so therefore, 11,500 people, you want to tell me you want to just kick them out? Because when I went to basic school, I didn't think that I turned out pretty too bad here in my life. I don't think me turn out. I can still read the Facebook
You know
page.
your phonics.
What?
You know your phonics, and everybody have one book.
Exactly. Yeah. Me think it's
Everybody never have
funny.
a learned
I thought.
You can send me those.
Yes, I keep them. I for my
And Miss Chambers,
We need some Dr. Diana.
Miss Chambers was my basic school teacher for about 3 years. And nobody can tell me something about her good education. And she never trained. She worked from days mountain every morning, come to school. Me no remember Miss Chambers ever miss school until the day she dead. Okay? And I think
that they are just that you never see her.
Also, another thing is that they're having wage issues. So if you get your degree and all these advanced degree, is the salary going to match?
that's what I'm saying to Sophia. Jesus Christ.
Who's Sophia?
I don't know who Sophia is. Hey, Sophia, show quick, Sophia. Quick, show. Because right now,
Sophia.
I heard Sophia before, never hear.
Quick, Sophia. But right now, we have government schools that are infant schools, and the government is only paying one teacher for the infant schools that we have across. One teacher. So where are they going to get the money from? One, to upgrade 11,500 teachers at least, right? To upgrade them and also to pay them consistently, right? All right. And are they going to change the bracket from so that you can make much more money as a teacher?
But them already can't pay them already, and they have with it. So I don't
pay for them.
I know. I don't understand why we are having these kind of conversations.
Let me go back to your concern about the policy. The government has a policy that it pays for every infant school one trained teacher per school. But the law also says that for every 10 students, you need an additional support. The additional support that is usually looked upon and utilized is somebody who is trained up to NCTVET standards up to a level 2 or 3. This is a hard training, so you provide that employment. So now you're wiping out all of those people from there because those additional teachers who are only certified by heart through the NCTVET program are not teachers anymore.
Okay, so let me make something clear here for everybody. We use the term basic school and we use the term infant school. They're not interchangeable. All right? We have approximately 3,000 early childhood institutions across Jamaica. 3,000, okay? Only 300 of them are infant school because they call them infant school because they're government funded partially, right? And the other 2,700 are Miss Chambers School or Miss Palm School. Right. Or you understand? They're not certified. They're owned and operated by an individual who does not get paid from the government to operate this basic school. Is only people like me who PR and sometimes I hide. Me just send a picnic up there and me hide. Alright, so there's a difference between basic school and infant school. Because me not carry me picnic at the front of the school now. Because we can't go to more ask for the money, right? I'd stay about a quarter mile and say, go on. Go on, watch you.
I have a question when you were talking. I don't know if this makes sense, but does this new bill apply also to people like that lady that you're talking, this basic school?
Yes, it's not a teacher.
It's teacher, they're teachers.
So they're private.
They're teachers, private and public are teachers.
It's not a teacher.
It's a teacher. You can't teach. If you're teaching, you have to have the bachelor degree. So it means that.
But then we have another issue then, because if they're supposed to pay these teachers who are basic that could barely survive to come up with salary now to get these degree people.
Absolutely, every year. So more guest tax. I mean,
mental health education.
more, more gas tax. But listen, last year, our listen, our registration on this PDI that was this week.
What is PDI? You keep on I say PDI.
Professional Development Institute. Thank you very much. Professional Development Institute, right? So last year we had 14,000 people register. However, not everybody who came to the thing registered because we had a total of 250,000 views. And if we divide that by 5 days, that's about 75, right? About 60,000. Somewhere. It's about 60,000 per day.
Work out in maths
All right. About 60,000 per day, and additional 40,000 teachers who signed on who did not register. Do you understand that? And so what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have a whole heap of teachers, practitioners across Jamaica who would be kicked out of teaching. That's what it means.
Well,
Yes,
let
I
me
understand.
complete that proposition.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
you say that these teachers would be kicked out. Now, if these teachers are kicked out, there's nobody to support the 600 and odd thousand
Go to jail.
that we have in schools. So you have already a deteriorating society where you have lost learning of over 60% during this 2-year pandemic, coupled with the fact that we always did perform bad by everything before. Then you add the 60% failure to that, and now the teacher's gone. Who is going to guide the next generation?
I like this discussion.
I guess nothing far. I know the sad thing is that it just came to me. Like when these teachers do get the advanced degrees, I've realized that they do transition out of Jamaica because you have, especially in the US, all these states are recruiting them heavily because they think they're advanced. So when they do get these degrees,
What do you mean that they think? What do you mean that they think they're advanced? What do you
because
mean?
they know they're advanced, more advanced.
Okay.
They're more advanced, sorry. So when they do have these teachers get these advanced degree, more than likely they're not going to remain in Jamaica because you have the Middle East taking them, you have England, you have the US taking them. So what really going to happen to Jamaica? They need to revisit that bill.
It is scary. Let me tell you, it is scary on so many fronts. The academic decline amongst the population, the literacy, the numeracy declining amongst the population.
COVID.
Discipline that is on the rise within schools. The indiscipline. Have you seen some videos in recent?
No, listen, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
No, I want to bring it up because yesterday I was on a particular website of a news thing, and there was a thing that says student somewhere, Jamaican student doing something. And when I went further down on that news, there was a video link. And if you saw what these people were doing, these students were doing in school, it's not fighting. It is
sex.
It's sex.
You can say it's sex.
Ordinary sex on the video in their uniform.
You didn't share it, right?
And then, no, we're not sharing. There was one with this young lady in uniform.
No, but I want to point out, Michelle, that it was not something that was sent to me secret. It is something that I found in the newspaper link.
The newspaper, she's saying. In loop.
They really publish it.
Loop, yes.
In the video section of
I hope
it.
the family get a lawyer.
Hard. But I'm saying that the teachers in 9 days, in 9 days, we lost 9 educators died. Teachers have to deal with this trauma of the JTC bill over them head. They have to deal with all these children coming from their varied homes with their different illnesses and carrying the different viruses of COVID. They have to deal with the challenges of the cost of living. And now you have to add and compound with this bill and their uncertainty of their employment. The ones them who did qualify, them a teacher. But you don't want to look at these issues. It is
I think they're trying to fix education, but I think they're maybe putting, in my opinion, like they're trying to fix the whole education system. But I think with this new bill is that they're putting the blame on the teachers. But there are other factors that come into play that they need to address to fix the overall.
I just think that they need to just
That's my opinion.
take that bill back and
Revisit.
hear what? They need to talk to the JTA They need to talk to
They have been speaking. No, let us say it clearly that the committee has been accommodating because the Ecumenical Education Council went there and pointed out some issues to them as well. Them brought them to and them had them trying to drag them and to make them see that is foolishness. But you know, I went back to an old article where Bruce Golding, former prime minister, made a comment about the same bill and said, "Oh, onerous," and it was heading to making criminals out of people. This bill,
Bro,
Can you imagine? You go to college. No. You got basic school.
For the comments, when I finish.
Okay, all right. We got basic school. Again, so we must go basic school for further education. We got primary school. We got high school. We got college, university, advanced degrees, postgraduate degrees, and then just because me forgot to pay my license, you going to put me through the ringers to lose everything that I worked for all of my life and put me in a prison for my own career? That is the worst thing I ever heard.
You got do all of that to work at Jamaica when you could have used all of that to come foreign and make double, triple your money.
Yes.
Oh well, you're lost. Okay, Lorna said, hello, Michelle, Leo, and Diana, good day. Doris said the bill should include an opportunity where existing certified teachers should be offered professional development. Philip said, cut off your nose to spite your face. Cynthia said, great question. Will the salary match the degree? Millicent said the best idea should be choose a year limit and grandfather teacher in example teacher for 20 years. Then give with the other with no degree a number of years to become certified. They should be called teachers assistants. Those coming in then need a bachelor's degree. Exactly. Do it, not for those. No. Tracy, I said, yes, Michelle. And they will cause a brain drain. They are not planning to pay these teachers more. Therefore, they go abroad to make more.
So, I like that.
Let me finish. Lorna said, I am thinking about the politicians who are former teachers. I would like them to publish a copy of their degree. Diana said, when I was a little girl here in Canada, to be an RN nurse, it took 3 years. Now it is 4 years because you have to have a BA in nursing. As a result, the folks that did nursing years ago have to go back to school and get their BA in nursing or they would be without a job. Since COVID, so many nurses have quit. Also the US, it said, steals our nurses as they make better money.
So here's the problem. I've recognized this a few years ago in doing philanthropy, that when Jamaica comes in with a law, they want it now. Mm-hmm. When other countries come in with law, they put it 2 years, 3 years ahead, and then they give the existing people time, right? Somebody just said that a while ago. So in 20 years from now, or 10 years from now, the bill will be in full effect, but it gives everybody to come up to speed, and the ones that who are older to get a chance to get out of the system and they still get their benefit. But right now they want to put it in right now, so that it kicks who said the baby with the bathwater, something like that. Go, we don't care about it now. I already have my degree. I am already in a good job in Jamaica. So therefore, I don't care about you who don't have it yet.
I don't know.
That's
it.
The
thing though. Like I think they keep trying to fix, and sometimes some of these things that were in place have worked, and then sometimes I don't know what happened is that they go in and they try to correct and it kind of make it worse. For instance, when I was in school, I'm not sure why they changed the common entrance to this new thing that
needed to change.
Yeah, but I don't know why they changed it to this now that is having a lot of issues. So it's like you're fixing, but you have to thoroughly review to ensure that it is going to correct whatever problem there is. Just do it. And then it's still a problem. Because it's still a problem now from when they started it. So it's like they need to thoroughly, review, and that they don't have to jump and do it. Like this, need to do things so quickly. It takes time. And I hope, oh God, I'm sorry for education system still, but oh well. Jamaica.
So I just want to follow up on what Leo had said. Leo says that you know, in some countries they would roll this thing out, so they make it and then they phase it in. But there is something else that we would need to consider. Let us say that it's announced that effective 2024, this is going to go into effect, rather than say that when the bill passes, it is going to be in immediate effect. There is also the concern of the cost of that education that you're saying that the teachers are to meet. These educators are not earning a significant amount of money. To pursue an undergraduate degree to meet the requirements that you are now stipulating, who is going to fund it? Are you going to put certain concessions in place where tertiary institutions will be paid 75% of the cost of the usual training to facilitate and expedite the certification of these teachers? Are you going to allow grant funding? So rather than building roads or building more roads or building new parliament building, you use the funds that you have earmarked.
That's a cheap shot, Diana. That's a cheap shot.
I am serious about
that's not going to happen.
I'm serious about it. If you put aside a percentage of those billions of dollars for a new building, when nothing around with Garden House down on the road, and say, educators, you have 2 years, sign up in any tertiary institution and complete this thing within this period, we are funding it by 75%. So that you can be done and out and meet the requirements. Then for me, that is leadership. That is being very creative and deliberate in the growth and showing to people that, yes, we care. We care about you and we want you to meet these standards and we're supporting you to get there, rather than push for me to say, if you don't meet this requirement, $500,000 fine and 6 months in a prison.
Yeah, you see you done it. You've done it wicked. You're wicked, okay?
Who came up with this bill? Like who?
Okay, there were
a teaching council bill.
Yeah, they had educators. They had educators who came together back in early 2000, and
these are teachers that came up with this.
It's the Jamaica Teaching Council.
Educators.
They regulate, govern, and in charge of.
Yes.
Well, that makes no sense.
Well. So that is my 2 cents on that matter. It's going to change it, don't have a problem, but at least make it that the steps and process are attainable and you're supporting in some way, shape, or form those people who are trying to prop up and save this country, those people who have given their blood, sweat, and tears to educate some little picnic down at some corner who would normally not go and expose to phonics.
And also the teachers too, though, they need to be actively involved. They need to review this bill themselves. Like, I know they have the JTA president, but they need to be informed of what is happening. They get involved.
Okay, so
a lot of them are not involved. Can they just see a paycheck?
No. Hold on. Let's put this into perspective. The JTA is not just the president. The JTA is a major organization.
No, but I'm saying other teachers are not involved.
Yes, they are. They all are. They all are.
All need to get involved. May understand what Michelle has said.
I understand what she's saying, but the JTA has parish people who are they're constantly in conversation with each other. I'm not going to
understand.
All teachers are not going to get involved. All teachers are not going to get involved. You're saying that Jesus Christ. You're saying, Michelle, that Mr. Denise or whatever. You're saying, Michelle.
How much money also, Leo? What is going on?
I missed that one there. I can't understand missed that one there. So, but you're saying that
Michelle.
What was the first one, Sophia? Okay. So now you're saying that every bill that comes to the table in any country, that's why we have representatives. We have representatives, yes.
But sometimes the representative not representing nobody but themselves because the other teachers them not involved. That is what Michelle is saying.
They need to be involved.
Can you read YouTube?
They need to educate themselves about the bill, know how it's going to directly impact them. You know,
Diana, can you read YouTube, Diana, please?
No, I can't read YouTube.
Michelle, can you?
Share. If you talk, if you read. Okay.
I am going to go to YouTube. Never mind, Miss Michelle.
This is what's happening. You know, the government is Leo. They put
Oh,
pressure
that
on
is a
Yes.
low
Yes.
low blow.
You just not look at the reality of the situation and say, you know what? Let's us adjust. They just talk, read everything. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. Nisha is being abused as an educator, being abused left, right, and center. She must do this, she must do that, do this, do that, do that, do this.
Poor teacher, that's why they might just like fly.
I have 4 people on here, so it's Sophia and Denise too.
Oh, that's why. Okay. So yes, Sophia. But yeah, my point is that people need to be more actively involved. I do understand we have representative, but the teachers need to be actively involved and be aware of what's happening. Not just sit down and say, all right, representative, I go forward. This is what they're telling us.
The last 3 comments, I think.
Okay, Millicent said, why make these teachers criminals? Focus on real criminals, creating another brain drain in Jamaica. Yeah, I agree. Another brain drain is coming. And the US is grabbing them up.
Yeah.
So I think I can see some Beverly Free. How far did you read?
Just read the last 3 comments.
They're going to import teachers from Mexico. Daniel Stone, I said, if not China.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I remember one time when I was in high school, they used to have teachers coming in from England. Because we used to have a lot of them, like teachers from England and Ireland teaching out.
I know that they used to have the volunteer organization that has teachers from different countries. But
I did.
They're volunteers. What was the name of that program again, Diana? The volunteer teachers? Peace Corps.
Peace Corps.
They were Peace Corps.
Canada and United States and UK.
Okay, we had a lot of them at Westwood.
And then they would bring so much different perspective.
Yeah, it was very
Mr. Chesterton. Oh gosh, when Mr. Chesterton read literature, read Shakespeare, you just want to sit down and just bask in Mr. Chesterton's voice alone. Beverly Frey said the best plans when operationalized will have issues. One just has to be prepared for that. No plan is foolproof. Daniel Stone says everything in Jamaica is so political. They push the bills to come in with immediate effect because they want it to be said that a certain party achieve it.
Yes, I true that.
I think we have 12 people chatting on YouTube.
Well, YouTube, that's good. Thank you, guys. Lorna said maybe they will let the present teachers that are affected challenge the degree test, then do the courses they are weak in. Dorrit said the Peace Corps.
You see, Lorna, whilst that makes sense, we as educators operate in tertiary institutions. We can't just go there, go say art and a challenge with test and not know how them are going to pay. Because as private institutions, we only can pay with staff based on tuition fee. Who going to pay the tuition?
That is true. Well, I guess we gave some great advice to the government.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Or we criticize them? Which one? I don't know. There's a difference between advice and criticism,
No,
but when you criticize, you get advice in it. There's ways.
All we said was revisit it, right? Changes need to be made. Engage more people, stakeholders.
I'm here on this mind across the government. That's I'm here on this mind.
We are not cursing the government. We want to advance the government. We're giving our input for the advancement of Jamaica.
We shared what were practical solutions, as we always do, and then after a while we see them implemented. Watch and see.
Watch and see. Yes.
Good morning, Leah. How are you? Leroy Hogg says good afternoon. All he's in Britain.
Oh.
Over there with Boris.
Millicent said, yeah, the US will employ them, and then in some states they will have up to 5 years to become certified. Yeah.
Wow.
The US really do them good. Garfan said, Bombat. Me just remember Uno. Bless up your
hold on. Say that word again.
He said Bombat.
No.
Bombat.
Is a bad word. Is a soft bad word that.
It's not a bad word, it's bombard.
Yes, there's a soft bad word for BC. For
Wow, we just
BC.
member uno. He said, wow, we just member uno.
Yeah.
Because
The bombard. It's a bombard. Okay. Yeah.
We just remember, oh no. We made suggestions, Leo. Yes, never curse the government. We made suggestion. I don't like that word curse. Millicent said, Leo, you are not a good listener.
Yes.
That's why they call me Sophia. Call me Sophia. And who else?
Sophia and Denise.
Denise. I guess if I give him headache when they Garner said, go fund me. I guess she said, go fund me to fund the teachers. Well, we'll see what happens. Hoping for the best, as always. Whatever is best for the government.
It's cool though. Yeah, I mean, so here's the good part of this, right? The good part of this is that the government or governments are trying to revise somewhat of a system that they probably considered broken. Not that it is broken, but they're coming up with something, and I hope that what we hope for is that when they come up with a framework that they are open to discussions to, as Beverly said, operationalize it, meaning that they will listen to the things that are bad about it, listen to the things that will not work, and implement things that will give it a chance to seamlessly being implemented. But they're coming up with something. Not that it's a good thing, but they're coming up with something.
Yeah, at least they have a starting point. They just need to figure out with any starting, like anything you need to fix, they need to identify the real issue, what needs to be fixed, and how you're gonna fix it. And
you can't push back like how we see the minister push back yesterday. It was not good pushback.
It wasn't, because it was a sitting to discuss. So you can't like hold on people.
Right.
That's what I hate, people talking over people. It's a discussion. Either you take it or you leave it. But they are putting forward their position. If they remain quiet and it passed, everybody will say, oh, the JTA quiet, so what are they doing for the teachers? So they are putting forward. So you have to be open and listen. And nothing, as long as it's not offensive, I think you should listen. Garvin said, Michelle, that hair fit you. Oh, thank you.
No comment.
Yes, it really fit you nicely today.
Because Garvin, you didn't say anything about Diane's bright looked face this morning. The ambi. Yeah, look at that.
I'm bright up.
Look at it.
Go on, but you just remember we. And
so what else next?
Well, we need to talk about the fact that there's been so many instances of protest. There were protests against the gas price. The students at UCC protested the high fees. You know that they dismissed some of the firemen who protest?
They did?
Yes, some firemen got dismissed.
Hold on. So they didn't dismiss any other outfit? No, nobody else? Only firemen?
I guess they follow the essential.
I must be the same old news that about. But you must be talking about the one fireman that they should be elevating now.
All right.
Well, there was fireman already.
Fireman got dismissed. All right. I want to read another article, which
I think we need to talk a little bit about the 9 and 9.
The 9 and 9?
Yes.
What's 9 and 9?
9 teachers die in 9 days.
We're not keep mentioning that. We don't know. Did they get the result, the autopsy result?
Yeah, the autopsy result don't take forever, but you just have to be logical about it to see that there is too much stress in the system. There are too many issues. The students come back, the teachers come back, nobody not taking the precautions that they should have coming back into the space, and you're just exposing them to far more. So
but I think that if 9 teachers die in 9 days of unknown circumstances, and out of the 9, my understanding is that 7 of them die on the way to the hospital, right? My question is, This has never happened in our history. Why is it that we can't expedite a post-mortem type thing to figure out, to eliminate what the possibilities, the ongoing possibilities like COVID, what if it's COVID? Why don't we know for certain what were the cause of death so that we don't have to put the picture them under more pressure? Me not go to school there, man, because me don't want to be the other one for them. Right? Why don't we do something about finding out exactly what were the cause of death in an expeditious manner so that we can feel comfortable going to school, that it is not COVID, that the kids are not passing on COVID to the teachers, that it's not stress related, but it is natural causes.
In the meantime, until the test results come out, take the precautionary measures.
I don't think we're going to hear in the test result. You think we're hearing the test result?
Until then, we're going to speculate, but take precautions, sanitize, social distance.
Against what? You're assuming that it's COVID.
No, but you said maybe COVID, then I know. I'm getting to my point.
Okay.
For COVID, under COVID, sanitize, wear your mask, social distance. If you haven't gotten the vaccine, go get the vaccine. Next, if it's stress related, protect your mental health. Take a moment, take a break, do what's best for your health. The money not worth it.
I am going to ask Dan to respond to that.
So what else could have been the issue? Make sure you do your yearly physical, people. I know it's a lot of money, but please.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Dan to respond to that too.
Medical. Try to do it. I know it's maybe a lot of money, but try to get it done, because you never know what is happening with your body, and you need to know. So, in the event, you could take the right steps to prevent anything from happening. But mental health, COVID, do what's right, and, go do your medical. All
right, Diana, your time now, Diana, because we know say you take on Michelle all day long now, right now, okay?
Well, I don't want to take on Michelle, but suffice it to say, in the absence of other information, speculation is rife that it is quite COVID related, since that is the issue that overwhelms us all. As a result of all the factors arising from COVID, the return of unvaccinated teachers, colleagues, students coming from various homes, the related stress issues of managing within a space as educators, added to the turmoil of the JTC bill is more stress. In the absence of government support for physicals and medical examinations or any support system for teachers' mental health issues, then I have to say that teachers are quite disturbed that within the profession, within 9 days, they have lost 9 colleagues. We don't need no autopsy to tell us that.
But protecting the self, though, right?
There is a serious issue that needs some support beyond just mouth, beyond just an announcement that we're going to put back masks in classrooms, is putting back the mask in the school system and acceptance that it is COVID.
Well, they do say at schools, like the children have COVID and they have to be going back online. So we know it's spreading. So, but the teachers have to do something for themselves. The government could help too by offering, like mental health thing, like counseling and, different things. The ministry can assist, but you do need to take care of yourself too.
I just have to disagree with Michelle.
You just have to disagree with disagree.
Yes, just have to disagree with her because, the thing is, I know teachers and I deal with a lot of teachers and they do take care of themselves. They do really take care of themselves with all the resources that they have. Their personal relationship with themselves have always come first. And whatever resources they have, they use it for themselves. I'm not, I have to.
It's going to be stress.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that it could be stress beyond the resources that they have to take care of themselves. And so, this stress, if it's stress, then it is not stress that they could have done anything about with the resources that they have. because I know that they do take care of themselves. I have no doubt in my mind that teachers really do take care of themselves. And so my thing is, I'd like to know the facts, and I'm saying that we should, as a government, should put out the effort to quickly get the results so that it can take away a lot of the fear that is being created by nine.
Do they have fear? The teachers are saying that.
It caused fear in me. That's 9 teachers in 9 days.
I asked the teacher them at Jamaica.
Oh yeah, man.
They have fear. Not you, Leo. Not Leo.
Yeah, man. If it create fear in me, what do you think of it caused in them? You know?
It must be disconcerting. Must be concerned.
They are concerned, but I think while being concerned, though, like when you hear anything happening, you do need to take precautionary steps to protect. We'll never know right now, but just take proper steps to protect yourself. That's all I'm saying. Do what's right now for you, your mental health. Detach yourself if it's needed. Focus on your health.
I think I'll dump in my house. Dump in because every time you see me light get brighter, I'll get whiter, me get dark.
Dark.
And I don't want to be as dark as Diane today because I'm not taking speech. What do you call it? Me not take yeah. I'm not doing up. See, let me get dark again. Right? Sitting around.
Let me read some comments. Garvin said their face are both bright. Thank you. This said, good morning, lovely people. Your program keeps us informed on Jamaican issues, both good and bad. Thank you for your time. Doris said, yes, Leo, I would like to know.
That was so kind of them. Yes.
Doris said, yes, Leo, I would like to know about the 9 and should be investigated. Garvin said, so many things happen in our history that are important but are not acknowledged, or they put a false representation in place for the real person. Shake my head. Lorna said, Leah, if it was COVID, they should still die if they would still die if they stayed home.
And that's okay, but they probably increase the risk and the exposure by being at school in front of all those 50 children or 35 conservatively in each class.
Yeah, but I do think though that they do need to take care of their mental health, if it's stress related, and just protect yourself from COVID because it's out of Waka, Jamaica. And I don't even think the full number is reported. So teachers, protect yourself. I remember any little thing happening in the school, my mom would catch it. Call anything, you catch from the students. So protect yourself.
Let me tell you this. Let me give you some statistics. 9 teachers in 9 days out of 2 million people in Jamaica. No, scratch. 9 teachers in 9 days out of 43,000 teachers, right? Do the math to see if the equivalent of 9 teachers to 43,000 teachers to the United States. If you take that 9, come on, Diana, please, and do the math to the amount of teachers in the United States and see how much the government of the United States would want to know why so much people dead. Out of the 43,000 teachers we're living with Jamaica, the one that are yes, what would happen? We would want to know why so much teacher dead one time. Something wrong.
But to be fair, didn't they say I think 2 of them had cancer?
It no matter. Then dead because of something.
Exposed to something.
No. Okay,
exposed to something. What is it that they got exposed to? Why they dead? That more no. Because there are a lot of people in the system that have cancer. But they don't have it now. That's what I'm saying.
Let's wait until the results come out, right?
Don't give no promise. Don't give no promise.
Leah, you have the biggest connection. Put pressure on them.
Me. For me.
But hear about monkeypox, people?
I did. Is it a killer? Is it a killer?
Is it? I
don't know.
Oh yeah, they said it killed children.
What?
Monkeypox.
Oh yes, monkeypox. I hear that we don't have it in America. No.
We don't have it in England.
In America, no.
In America, no?
Yeah,
Yes.
we got our first.
Them English people that carry come here now.
No, I know them. So nobody be I wanna phone own people go there.
That's what all past presidents would say, you know. And the English people, maybe cut them off, maybe cut them off.
But
That's
then Jamaica have the vaccine for it. That they give people the vaccine already, so we wouldn't like you guys should know.
you mean people at Jamaica get monkeypox vaccine and we don't know about it? So now we are worried about COVID vaccine for them. Why we not take it?
I'm surprised more about vaccine when Jamaica full up here vaccine. You will not punch up, Mark, right?
Absolutely. See my remark there? I remember the year me get it in a primary school. Like within about 3 weeks after coming to primary school, they give me this big old long
Then
sitting.
just line you up.
Yeah, line me up and give me one long sitting. Boom and joke me. And the sitting done sore foot for my hand.
Oh my. Diana said, Bobby said, use more bush and not the joke. Diana said, so many folks here quit wearing the mask as the restrictions are lifted. I still wear mine. Mariska said, Leah, you sound like you're so upset. Doris said, one case found in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Oh.
Diana said also that gas price is killing us, same as Jamaica. Yesterday it dropped so much we parked our butts out there. Parents and myself are all our cars should have seen the lineup. Oh yeah, people go get gas. I hardly go out now, only when necessary. Nancy said, so only teachers' life are relevant? There was load of teachers who died in other countries. I feel these deaths are stress related. I'm glad I don't have any interest in coming to the US for you to blame the British.
Some British person offended right there. They apologize.
No, I was just pretending to be Donald Trump.
Oh, and I said a couple cases in Canada too. Then I would have blamed the Democrats.
No. Well, you know, I apologize. I take that. It probably was insensitive. But nursing grads struggling to get jobs despite public sector shortage.
That's what I asked a while ago. Strange, right?
Yes, that is kind of weird, but if them say so it go. But there's another thing, Bank of Jamaica increase rates and it means
Did you see that? Hold on, no. Did you see where the Bank of Jamaica says no to a 15%
Yeah.
salary increase when the teachers and the nurses are dying to get a little 4%? Did you see that?
Yes.
No, man, sitting around with, they said, no way. You can't come give us 15%. That's below us. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you believe that?
Yes. Bank of Jamaica staff said 15% not good enough for them for increase, and then Pantapite then raise the bank rates, and which means that all interest rates are going to drive up. Production cost is going to go up. And things just
You know what that mean, right? They must set up themselves for the raise, for the 15% raise, for the more than 15% raise. That's what it is.
no, the 15% not even should be on the agenda. This price increase, when you increase inflation rate, you know,
I know.
Everything else gone up when you increase interest rate. I mean, inflation rate does lift up too.
But do you think it's just that the teachers and other civil servants just don't have strong negotiators to negotiate on their behalf? Do you think that's the issue?
No, I think they have strong. No, if you see Winston Smith yesterday, he is a strong negotiator, and the Nursing Association of Jamaica have strong negotiating. I think that we have a top-down government. It's always been like that. Government say, the government does, and that's it. That's it.
Negotiator wouldn't be like the results I look at. Like to me, if you're strong, if you're getting the results, that's beneficial for who you're going for.
No. That's in a different country, not Jamaica.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are they good?
You have to look at the size of the population that they're representing. The public sector is a huge cost to government.
Yes, it is.
So when you negotiate, you can't take a 15% increase. That is just unaffordable. Bank of Jamaica is a small group of 300 people. Them can negotiate 100% for like here.
Yeah, but the thing is that though, but they keep having this 4% and they keep not having it matching what they need, right? So to me, it's like, what is the strategy? Because it's just like what the government says, that basically that's it. But
Yeah,
they
it
could
is.
cripple, 'cause as you said a while ago, with just the air trafficking people, when they did their little stunt, look how much billions. So they could literally cripple if they make,
No, I'm not supporting
I'm not
that.
advocating, but I'm just saying, like, that's how powerful they are. So
Yes,
when
they
they come
are.
to the table, it's like they're still stuck, or they put a freeze in place, like you can't do this for X amount of years, so they're stuck. So I'm
The
like, are they a
government knows.
negotiator for,
Yeah.
because the government look like they have strong people, like this is what we're doing. No matter what you come to us with, this is what you're getting.
That is
That's
exactly
what I'm
right.
saying. We have strong negotiators for the civil servant.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that no matter how strong your negotiator is, the government will say, listen, I am going to 4% and that's all you're
That
getting.
means they're not doing a good job.
Who's not doing a good
You have
job?
to look at the size of those that you negotiate
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
overall impact on on our budget.
Yes.
True. I look at results though.
When you give a 4% increase in civil servant, how much civil servant we have in our country? Close to 300,000, 200,000. Yeah. The thing is, you are saying you're giving a 4% increase on everybody that works in civil service in a government job. And that is a big number, huge, humongous number. And so, in order for them to give 4%, that's really a big number. It's really big because it
Big in
compromises.
terms of the cost to the budget.
Yes.
It's not big in terms of what the individual sees.
And it pays
No.
That's
I've got to go.
Therefore, there is a need, therefore, to look at what other benefits you give to
Can for them.
the sector.
And not take it away. And not take away the benefits.
And
Yeah,
not
but
take
no,
away
they're
the
taking
benefits.
them away. So like
Yeah.
nobody
But you
negotiate
see, that
back,
is
and they're taking it away now. Like
Yeah.
the
Do that.
little to make
Because
up.
when you turn around now and say housing trust is not a charity. Housing trust is a business. All of a sudden, housing trust is a business.
Tell us about that. Can you read that article because we have some minutes.
Refer to that. Could we
Read that article because we understand it.
Yeah, but that's the reason I'm
That
saying.
Tuesday night we talk about housing.
But that's the reason why I'm like, is it good? Because right now it's like they're losing more than what they
The government take out money out of the housing trust fund.
No, she
All
can
the time.
fund it, and yes.
So we talk about housing trust Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. Okay. Some comments. Nancy Brown is laughing at us.
Nancy, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
And I said, folks who usually head out for their cottage now, the first long weekend, because of gas prices, they're staying home, but word folks going to break into their cottage. Parents quit going since we all reach adulthood and leave home. They made a killing when they saw the cottage. Nancy Brown said Bank of England raised rates here. The UK is one of the richest countries and people are struggling here. We
Yes,
have
you have lots of benefits.
decide.
The National Health Fund that works. So you have public health and good public transportation system, underground, copper ground, train, bus, everything. We don't have none of that going.
It is so we have people who will have to decide where their heat their homes or feed their family. Everywhere you go, it's the same crime, money worries. The VM said could be asbestos. I do believe that in schools. Leroy said in London, where most of the UK's 20 identified cases have been detected, sexual health clinics have stopped people walking in altogether. The British Association for Sexual Health and HIV said it was concerned about the effect of other infections. I don't quite know why that.
I will now really follow you on that. You have to go explain.
Yeah, I wasn't following her either. I don't think you read good this up.
Yeah, explain it to me. I like to explain. Nancy said, as a civil servant in the UK, we were only awarded 1.75%.
Yes, but 1.75, hold on, 1.75% increase on a base salary with benefits that are practical.
Ask her what kind of benefits she have.
Huh?
Ask her what kind of benefits she have. What
kind of benefit? No benefit for where go bad minor.
Yeah.
He has said he got a 1% raise as a civil servant in Ontario. Doris, the cost of living.
Why you keep saying him? Isn't VM a lady?
Sorry, VM, I apologize.
VM. The thing is in Canada they have free healthcare.
Oh my God! And if you get
Free
God,
and they have affordable, reliable transport, public transport.
Reliable public transport system.
Yes.
And I have to pay all of this thing here. I mean, everything with them do in a Canada, then get a lot of free.
Exactly. Me like the fact that when you're pregnant and have a child, you get a year, your full
Whoa.
salary. And the husband, the
Hey,
father also
Anybody
gets
want
time.
to marry me? I would go to Canada. Hello?
I love that.
I live in Canada. I live in Canada.
Yeah, I live in Canada.
So I'm gonna find a Sophia and your director, whoever.
Yes, and your Denny.
That's the process. I am not entitled to any state benefits. I'm over the threshold. Again. Yeah, but the thing is that now they're renegotiating Jamaican contract and people losing benefits. So I don't see how these people are working for the people there.
It's a hard thing. But make us try and end this show on a really
positive. What's happening positive?
I want to ask a question. It's Labor Day on Monday. What did you do for Labor Day growing up? I know tell me so
Don't ask Michelle that.
Michelle, what you did?
You have no sense when it comes to that kind of thing there. So you have to just ask the general public that the question there. Yeah?
Just say free daycare. Well, the parents, I don't know, sure if they get free daycare, but they do get their salary still, so they get to stay home with their child for a year. Oh. Marska said, "Miss Anna, not easy."
Oh, let me say, me want to live in Canada. I don't understand your mascot, Marina, mash up my little plan. I am free.
Marshall said the union is.
Hold on. Did you hear Diana, who cussed me out last week, tell me that she married and now she free? What happened? 1 week divorce? How did you get a divorce? A Canada? Where go get a divorce? Eh?
It depends on how she
How did you do my proposal last week? My nice proposal.
So went to Mexico.
Nancy said I went to the infirmary as a girl guide to feed person.
Oh, on Labor Day. Yes, that's what she did. She did a project.
What did you do, Dr. Diana? What are you doing through your church, the Catholic Church, and also your school? What are you doing?
We are tidying up property. We are cleaning up and painting up place. But as in the past, when I was much younger and I belonged to the Leo Club, we would do road projects and maybe.
Oh, so long you watch me. Regal, the Leo Club.
Leo Club is a junior science club.
Okay. What don't they fix up? We don't stop to the paint everything in a white.
No,
they cut you out. They didn't free Jamaica front.
Hold on. She go like she know about what the white? What is the white? White what?
Our lime wash. Well, no.
Lime wash. Where you get lime wash?
Whitewash.
It's whitewash.
I didn't free Jamaica of doing that. Always painting everything.
Yes, but it is a good reason why they paint.
Beautiful. It's beautiful, actually. It's actually very beautiful. And
it also prevents the insects from climbing on it. It's a deterrent. The lime, something in name.
Yes.
White lime.
White lime.
Lorna said, it makes no sense for me to go to Canada. I'm not of childbearing age.
No, Lorna, but you can still go because they have other benefits. If you stay home 1 year.
Okay.
Carl said, Leo must stop
shouting.
Leo, that is what Leo do, Carl. If you don't like Leo shouting, don't come here.
My son. You can ask the sun to not shine. Just said mat leave is 18 months now. Maternity leave, yeah, is 18 months now. Just recently changed from 1 year, but salary is greatly reduced in some industries as you are paid by unemployment insurance.
I don't know.
It makes sense. It makes sense because you're not Jamaica, the unemployment pay where you get
2 months.
You get 2 months?
You're entitled to 3 months. Them planning to change that with the
Hold on. There's a different. I ask about unemployment.
What unemployment?
No, Jamaica.
You go on maternity leave in Jamaica, you get.
You totally misheard me.
Yes.
Because I said the unemployment pay.
We're not getting unemployment.
Jamaica get unemployment?
That's my point.
Unemployment pay. What kind of foolishness you talking
about? Like, wow, that's I did not know that.
Oh my God. See what kind of pressures the teachers them under? If them take off, so them go and take baby. Then take a chance because them can lose their job, they get them all losing pay, Nurses, police officers, they don't get nothing.
You're entitled to 3 months maternity leave, not the baby father, just the woman then. 3 months maternity leave. You get 2 months paid and 1 month unpaid. So most people tend to just spend the 2 months and go back. But at 2 months, you don't want to be leaving your child. You want to stay with your child until 6 months
and bonding and stuff. And then you have to pay if you have somebody take care of the child after 2 months. And then you don't even start breastfeeding yet.
You're not done breastfeed, so you have to put on the pump on your breast them, pump up and milk them at night time or morning time, and then leave it for the baby, forget it. Or you just have to make up your mind, take the time off without pay and be done.
Tuck it up.
It's a seminar like Leo shouting, but me can't resist the show. Masha okay say enough Jamaican unemployed while on the job, That's interesting. Enough Jamaicans unemployed while on the job. And then I get no money.
And I get enough. Oh, that's a real nice, what do you call it again? Figure of speech. Really nice. Yes. Nicely put.
Yes.
Okay, Doris said, never heard of unemployment insurance in Jamaica.
I was just being facetious. Okay. Hey, listen. On Labor Day when I was growing up, we would on Canopan Road, the poorer people in our community would walk by them yard.
Sorry, what's Canopan Road?
That's the road. That's the road that I grew up on, Canopan in a Rockabessa. Anybody know Canopan? Rockabessa, Canopan? Okay, canoe pond. Canoe.
There's a pond right there. Let me read some more comment. Peter said, Leah is being delusional. I guess in regards to unemployment, but she was joking. Just said, on the other hand, though, it is great in government since the government tops up your salary by a percentage depending on the government agency. Have to return to work though, otherwise you have to pay it back. Garvan said, love is the answer. If Jamaica focus on love instead of fuss, they will be in a better place.
Okay, in response to what? Love.
I guess the pay.
Oh.
We can't agree with that one because love can't go supermarket.
This is the one time I won't agree with the love part.
Love is important. We need love. Lorna said, after the 2 months maternity, you can take all your vacation time too. Garvan said, tell them God might smite them.
You see, did you see when Michelle said love? What you say about love a while ago?
Love will save the day.
Yeah, you see the smile on her face or the smirk on her face when she said that. She knows that she don't believe what she said. Because last week we were just talking about that last week, and love now have no part to play.
No, that's not true. That's not what Michelle said. Michelle said that love is important and it is the answer. What she did not, and she and I agreed upon, was that there was nothing wrong with stepping away if you never had enough money.
We're not gonna go into this conference. We're talking about whitewash and lime and white lime right now.
Yes,
okay.
What you did on Labor Day.
Thank you.
Inside your post. Yes.
Thank you.
But what do they do these days?
I was saying that we would look at the poorest people in the neighborhood. Most times, an older lady is living by herself, or an older man is living by himself, and as long as they don't have a mental illness or something like that, we would go and clean out them inside the house.
Really?
Yes. And then whitewash them. You should see their faces. It was.
I did that too, but I did it to the church with my grandmother. But it wasn't for Labor Day. We did it all year round. So I guess I was laboring.
Ask what you do as your work of mercy. What you do on Labor Day growing up?
Nothing.
You don't know what she talk about church. We talk about Labor Day. Exactly.
My grandmother was in charge of what they call it, the common, whatever they call community, whatever outreach. So she doesn't have it. Okay. So we would have to go to people's house, go sing, dance, clean. She forced us to do it. So
but most times when Labor Day done, the next day you look on the community and it's beautiful. White tree, white tire, white fence, white
garbage sweep up. You can't tell when they
and everything. Yes, and the garbage gone, all garbage gone. It used to be But 1 week later, it's like
So what
So where
happened?
did
No,
the
no, figure
garbage go? I
party, no.
better burn on a bunny.
because yeah, we burn garbage too. Hey, we used to have we never used to have garbage truck. In my yard, the second yard, in front of the house, there was a big dugout. And the dugout, we would just go there and throw things in there. And once a week it burned.
Okay, that's
And there were homes right around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 homes surrounding that dugout. So all the house throw trash in there and then they'd burn it. But boy, anytime it burn the whole space, smoke up and then make sure them burn green in it too because they want to get rid of mosquito and all this thing. Jesus.
That makes so much sense.
okay. But what are they doing now in Jamaica other than parties? That's all I see posting. Party. This party, daybreak party.
Grand
party.
celebrations. I'm going to go party too.
But wear your mask.
Yes.
Wear your
I'm
mask.
into-
You're vaccinated, but wear your mask also. Final comments before we go. Just said, well, Marsha, our government said, you see me, love for self is lacking in Jamaica. They need to read a Bible and trust in Jesus. Marshall said, Jamaica has not had a proper economy for some 40 years. The benefit don't just come
we
overnight.
talk about that another time, but that's not true.
Okay. Yeah, just said gardening on Labor Day or paint the school in the community. Carl said the US is no different.
What's wrong with them? Sorry.
Okay, Carl said US is no different. It just depends on the company you're employed by and its benefits. Most women also has to take FMLA, which just holds a position until she returns from maternity leave. Usually 3 months with paid PTO and unpaid for the remainder. Diana said, I enjoyed the segment, folks. Take care and have a great weekend all. Just say it's a planting long weekend here in Canada, Victoria Day on Monday.
Ooh,
Just
we
said,
have long weekend. Monday's Labor Day.
yeah, just said enjoy the long weekend. Marshall said an apartment complex you grew up in a no.
Leo place was a townhouse complex. It's townhouse, it's not apartment. They weren't on top. Everybody had their own house. It's a townhouse complex.
Marshall,
Which part?
tell her.
Which
She
part?
said you're going to apartment complex at Araka Besa, so tell her.
Yeah, townhouse.
Expensive like hell, like a $600,000. Me no bother look on it. No make no sense.
No, she said an apartment complex you grew up in a.
Right, but I'm correcting her.
no,
It was a townhouse complex. You weren't on top of each other, you're beside each other.
Yeah, no, man. I wish we had townhomes and condos in our company. They're building one now. They're building one down there now, and it's like $600,000 for one of the 2-bedroom sitting there. What
Oh. Then you don't have no piece of land on St. Mary and your candles. And Michelle can
He does.
Michelle, then we don't have to just build one.
But
2 bedroom and we
just
take
do a
turns.
peace side. Not true, do a peace side.
And we take
No, just say go quiet. Me know Sophia might want it. Or whatever.
turns. That's
They have Denise and Sophia. That's exactly right. They have Denise and Sophia.
We're going to give Sophia Bigfoot.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. It's 11:59. I will see you Tuesday night again, right here on Conversation Live with. I think Diana. I just read something that Diana wants to change the name of the show. What was the name of the show that you wanted to be? Conversation, something like that. Matters.
Conversation matters.
Yeah.
She wants to tell us what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Diana wants to change the show to the name of the show from Conversation Live with LD and M.
Yes.
Not S, but M. And or M, L, and D. Or D, L, and M. Whatever it is. Okay. But she wants to change it to Conversation.
But I want to say conversation matters.
Not conversations matter, but conversation matters.
Conversation matters.
Chatting matter. Okay. All right.
Let us know on Tuesday night.
We'll talk Tuesday night. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.